guys, this is HKayPlay, and today I will be giving my first impressions on soft modding my own original Xbox. XBMCXbox asked me to do my first impressions on modding, and they were kind enough to send out a kit as well as the Splinter Cell game that is going to be required, which I'll probably go into later on. I've never soft modded my Xbox or anything like that, so this will be my first time, but I am super excited to see what the outcome will be at the end. I will have the link in the description below if you would like to get your hands on the soft modding kit as well. They also have a whole video on their channel of the whole soft modding process that you guys can follow along. That will be in the link above. The cool thing about their site is that you can either buy or rent the soft modding kit as well as the Splinter Cell disc that will be required. So you know what, let's not waste any time and let's just get right into it. When I was about to begin the process, I noticed that my dashboard was D5659 and you need the D5960. So my Xbox was not up to date. In order to have D560, I inserted Halo 2 in the console, then went to Xbox Live in the main menu, Start Troubleshooter, Update is complete, and then you restart the Xbox and the update is good to go. Now I also have the link in the description above so you can see the process of updating your own Xbox as well. Okay, there we have it, D5960, we are good to go. So I can now insert the memory card into the console. Here's what it looks like. Okay, so far, simple. I forgot to mention that your hard disk is supposed to be empty and you're supposed to have over 50,000 plus blocks in order to soft mod. So I made sure to wipe out my entire Xbox hard drive. So now, when I go into the memory card, I'm supposed to copy files here left and right. And now this is where the fun stuff begins. I then copied the Linux installer onto the Xbox hard disk. Then you copy the Splinter Cell file onto the hard disk as well. This is all new to me. I've never done anything like this to my Xbox when I was younger, but I kind of wish I did. So I'm super excited to see how the whole process will be, so let's keep continuing. After copying the files, I can now insert the Splinter Cell gaming disc. Okay, here is the loading screen that you can skip, and now I can start the game. I'm supposed to click on Linux, and then click for checkpoints. I'm amazed how somebody came up with this whole process. Like, for us it's simple because it's already done, but imagine the individual that created it from the beginning. You know, that you had to take certain game disks, you have to move over certain files and everything. Genius. So now technically the soft mod process begins. Oh my god, wow, would you look at this? I'm scared to touch anything, like, where's my dashboard? So what they want us to do here is click first backup EEPROM. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Then backup EEPROM, and then a window pops up asking you to proceed and whatnot. Before I clicked yes, I had to know what EEPROM was since I'm not familiar with this term. So let's find out. Before I clicked yes, I had to know what the term EEPROM meant because I'm not familiar with this, so you know what, let's find out. EEPROM, a read-only memory whose contents can be erased and reprogrammed using a pulse voltage. We learn something new every day. After proceeding with yes, files are copying and now it says EEPROM backup. Whoa. Now we click backup EEPROM and it is now backing up with a smiley face. Whoa, I feel like Lester from GTA 5 where he's doing all this crazy hacks and everything. Like, I kind of feel like that right now. So now it returned to main menu. Evolution. I can then go to basic install. I get to choose between Evolution X and Unleash X. So you know what? I'll go for the Evolution X. Okay, so we have a window popping up here. It says, this will get your Xbox modded with a basic setup. This requires to have a standard 5960 dashboard installed. No dual bots will be installed. You can further customize after the installation. Proceed? Thank God we updated before we even got into this part. Install. This option installs the Evolution X dashboard with the NKPatcher .67. With all the space above 8 gigabits and below 137 gigabits, is put on the F partition. The rest is on G. You could optionally change the NKPatcher 0.06 after the installation. Proceed. Your HD is first being scanned for the presence of the proper files. When you see an error screen, it means your dashboard version isn't high enough and you need to upgrade to the currently latest version. We won't have any problems with that. Your dashboard version is high enough for this installer. The next test checks the presence of the EEPROM backup. When you see an error screen, it means you haven't performed the backup EEPROM option. Proceed? Yes, I will. The EEPROM is present. You will now continue with the installation. Okay, so far this process is fairly simple. I am following the XBMCXbox guide on YouTube, and it's accurate, it's to the point. I don't have any issues so far with it, so we know we're good to go. So let's just wait and see what happens next. You can now turn off the Xbox or press OK to power off and remove the game. The only thing left now is activating your Shadow C. You will be taken to the activation screen automatically. Okay, so I turned off my Xbox and restarted it, and now it says Shadow C. This will set up and activate your hidden Shadow C so your most important files are nicely protected and you can use your MS Dash without problems. Your Xbox is not completely modded. It is recommended to locate the EEPROM.bin file and copy it to your PC and keep it safe. The EEPROM bin can be found in blah 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 blah. Be very careful with auto-installer disks like Slayers. There are several options on such disks that can harm your Xbox, which we don't want, like unlocking the HDD, which you should never do or attempt. You can make your own safe auto-installer disk using the extra features. Okay, so there's a lot of new terms going on that I have to get familiar with. It is also highly recommended to not delete the exploited game save. If you do, you might encounter errors and will lose a very important safety backdoor. Now press A and start using your modded Xbox. Enjoy! What? Oh my gosh, look at my Xbox. Even on the Xbox, the light is orange instead of green, which is actually pretty cool. I've never seen that. So there are different menu options here on the modded home screen. There's launch DVD, games on HD, emulators, and the MS dashboard. Wow, wow, wow. If I was younger and I did this, I would have been blown away. So Evolution X looks pretty cool, but I kind of wanted to see what Unleash X was all about, so I decided to go back and redo the whole process. So what I did was I uninstalled, reinstalled, and whatnot, did more copying files, the same process as doing the Evolution X, but this time we're going to have the Unleash X. Maybe it's a bit better, maybe it's different, who knows, let's find out. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow. I gotta say, the Unleash X looks way better than the Evolution X in my opinion. I don't know what the difference is. Maybe if you guys know what the differences are, comment below in this video. Well, wow, I actually kind of like the Unleash better. You know, there's more like skins I can do, different colors I could put. I'm gonna do purple because it's purple for my dinosaur. Okay, so there we have it. I officially soft modded my Xbox. As far as me playing the emulators on the Xbox, I have not done so yet because I have not installed the emulators yet. That process is a bit more complex than actually softmodding the Xbox, but there is a video that XBMCXbox do have, and you can follow along. I did start the process, however, with the Ethernet cable and whatnot. So when I was first asked to do my first impressions on softmodding my own Xbox, I was a bit nervous because it's not something I've done before, but I'm actually so happy that I did it. The XBMCXbox website tutorials definitely helped with this whole process. All the information was correct and informative, and I'm so excited to see the completed softmodded Xbox when I finish with the emulator process. The whole process was quick and simple, and hey, my Xbox looks so much cooler now. I'm now part of the Softmod family. I'm gonna play around and have fun with the new Xbox to see if I can discover new things, even though I didn't install any emulators yet. But maybe I can do a part 2 on the whole process and see what cool things are yet awaiting for me in the console. I want to thank the original Xbox Softmod team for welcoming me into this wonderful Softmod community. Be sure to check out their website as well as their YouTube channel if you guys want to see more awesome content on softmodding. XBMCXbox, you guys are awesome. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you guys would like to see more awesome content, definitely hit that subscribe button. Other than that, thank you all for watching.